Hey, what's up, guys? It's your host with the manliest bun on Earth 616, Saint Gaia, the boy wonder, Gaia Sama, back again with a brand new video. And I know it's been a long time. I took a bit of a hiatus because I started a new job and it's been kicking me in the butt, let me tell you. But that's not what we're here to talk about. But we have a very exciting special video today. I'll try to make it quick because look how much comics we've got today. Ooh, spoilers! But I'm just gonna go right into it. Because we have a lot today, and this is in no particular order. These are the comics I've been collecting for the last few months since my last February drop video, which I released in March. But I have to say, I have a very exciting comic to show you guys. So today's theme is Spider-Man, of course. You guys know I love Spidey. But we have some mixed comics in here, some random comics that I'd love to show you guys. But you guys know it is the 60th anniversary of Le Spider-Man. So let's dive right into it, okay? So for the first comic, I'm such a goofy, guys. I bought this comic, you know, in the last video I talked about how I can't wait for the She-Hulk #2 to drop. I'm a goofy, bruh. I bought this comic, so excited to read it, forgetting that I didn't even pick up the She-Hulk #2. We're talking She-Hulk #3. As you can see, She-Hulk is there, looking green as ever, sexy as ever, and this is a very important comic. Well, not the comic itself, Volume 3, but this is a good parallel to what we might see in the upcoming She-Hulk Disney Plus show that's going to come out, that I'm so super excited for, because it looks like her costume is ripped straight out of the comics, and it's looking very comic book like say what you want about the CGI or whatever, or what do you have to say, but I have full faith in Marvel that it'll look good when it comes out, and that She-Hulk is going to be amazing, because I love She-Hulk. Who doesn't love She-Hulk? If you don't like She-Hulk, you're a sexist. Okay? Boom. Marauders #1. This is an X-Men comic in the X-verse, and it's also a Skottie Young piece. This is the Skottie Young cover, and I gotta say something about this. You know, I've been picking up these X-Men Skottie Young pieces to be tragically disappointed by the books themselves. I gotta say, I gotta stop picking these up. Even though I love this cover, I love it, so cute, I really dislike the modern X-Men verse that they just come out with. Something of X every 5 days is a new X comic, and they usually suck. I mean, no offense to... Sorry about that. No offense to the writers who write these stories. I know they're probably good, but modern X-Men is just not for me, guys. I really dislike another one of these books that came out, and Skottie Young, man, he just keeps getting me because I keep buying these. Maybe that's the trick that they're going for here. But I said I'd try to make this quick, but let's move on from Marauders. I just got it because it's Skottie. You know I love Skottie. That's gets me every time. I wish he did more work on other things than, you know, X comics. It's like House of X is amazing. Skottie's work on House of X, Powers of X are all fire. But like, come on, what is this? What are these modern X books coming? I don't even know who these people are half the time, and I'm trying to learn about them, trying to get into it, trying to love it, because I love X-Men, OG X-Men, X-Men 98. I even like some of the earlier stuff, not earlier, but like 2010s X-Men and stuff like that. It's some of it's not some of it. A lot of it is really good, and I feel like they're slacking in the X department. It's really got me fucked up, not gonna lie. Well, let's just move on to the next one that we got. I picked this one up because it is Spider-Man, and I just felt the need to get in with the Spider-Verse again. You know, I love Spider-Man, and everything Spider-Man comes out was like Spider-Punk #1. I know Spider-Punk has, I think, up to the 3rd issue already. I haven't been getting into Spider-Punk. I read it. I was like, okay, I get it. You know, some of the Spider-Verse things also they're not that good as well. Just like the X-Men comics. I'm getting flabbergasted, but just like the X comics. But I always feel like it's Spider-Man. It's still, at the end of the day, it still has some merit, some value to it, and I did pick up this comic and I read it and I was like, okay. Maybe not going to pick up the 2nd and 3rd issue, but I do like the look and aesthetic of the Spider-Punk. Oh, man. Yeah, there we go. Spider-Punk #1, guys. Let's move right on forward with this piece, which I did talk about in my last video, and it finally shipped, finally came. She-Hulk #1, Skottie Young. Boom, boom, boom. This is a fantastic cover. An amazing cover. I'm so in love with this piece here. And in love with the She-Hulk series, the 2022 series that's coming out. It's just fantastic. It's just so... maybe fantastic is the wrong word, but it's definitely worth the read. It's definitely a good read, very fun. This one is an interesting cover, and I just picked it up because I'm kind of getting into Momoko's work, Peach Momoko. And I just love this cover. It's fantastic. We have Black Widow #15. I haven't read a single issue of any of the Black Widow 2022 this year, but this Peach Momoko cover was just fantastic to look at. I just had to pick it up. I did flip through the pages a little bit, but again, I didn't read anything up to this point. This is the 15th issue of the series here, so I just put it on the back burner and say maybe I'll pick up and read it because I do like Black Widow as a character. I think she's fire, a badass, and I like this Peach Momoko's work. I really want to get into the Demon Days series because I love the art style. This traditional Japanese, not anime, but traditional Japanese art style that's coming out. Now this cover, this next cover, is one of my favorite to come out of this character. This one's celebrating the 60 years of Spider-Man. We've got Silk #4. And I gotta say, I missed out on Silk #3, and I gotta go pick that one up because I'm completely lost. Like, usually with comics, you miss one issue, it's like, okay, you can find out what happened in the last issue. But from Silk #2 to Silk #4, I'm completely lost on this one. But this is a fantastic cover. It is Silk, pictured here, swinging through New York City in Peter's OG costume. This is freaking awesome. This is one of the best covers I own. I really love this cover. It's fantastic. Again, we got the Silk Spider and the 60 years of Spider-Man that we're celebrating this month. Fantastic. Or maybe last month, but fantastic. Fantastic. And to follow that up, we have the A cover for the Silk #4. As you can see, Silk got old, and I don't know what happened in the last issue in which she got old, but it starts with Silk being old, and I don't know what happened, but I did read it, and I did enjoy it. It was fun. Guys, this is a nice cover, this next one. This is a dual cover. We got like a twin pack here. So I'll go ahead and show the first one, and then I'll go ahead and show the second one. Skottie Young, Spider-Gwen. Fantastic cover. I like Spider-Gwen as a character. Not as much as I like Silk, but Gwen Stacy Spider-Man is still dope. Ghost Spider, still awesome. There's a lot of covers I want to get for the Ghost Spider. Upcoming soon, and I'll go ahead and show the second one. I ordered this one, these two together, so they did come together. We have the Spider-Gwen #1. Again, this one is probably my favorite of the two. Just so cool. Spider-Gwen is using her web like a yo-yo. The Ghost Spider, it's fantastic. This is one of my favorite Skottie Young pieces right here. As you guys know, I'm a Skottie Young fanboy. And in those two, in the two that Spider-Gwens that I ordered, the seller on eBay actually sent me something cool. I never, I didn't ask for it. Of course, he just threw it in there. I'm not sure what the value is or anything like that, but I did flip through these pages, and it's awesome. This is not a Marvel Comics, it's an Archie Comics. He sent me the Flintstones #1. This was interesting. I mean, it was free. He sent it to me for free, and I'm hopefully thankful for that. That's an awesome gift to throw in with the two Spider-Gwens, a Flintstones comic. This is awesome. I'm glad to have this in my collection, because I didn't even know Flintstones had comics. I thought they were like, the Flintstones. But that's awesome. Thanks for that. I flipped through these pages, trying to see when this came out. This is almost near mint. This is from the 90s. This is an old comic. This was probably one of the oldest comics I own. I'm not sure if it's a facsimile, but this is an awesome comic. Don't sleep on the Flintstones, man. So we're getting down to the wire here again. See, the Marauders was okay, but this one, I read through this one. Again, I had to pick it up because it was a Skottie Young cover. Knights of X #1. This book was so boring, and you can't judge a series on its first issue. That's like the biggest mistake you'll ever make when reading comics. But I was just not invested at all. I read through this book like, what the hell is going on? This is so boring. Maybe I'm just not a fan of these random X characters. It's just like, man, give me Wolverine, man. Give me Professor Xavier. Give me Cyclops. Who is this? But again, I like the cover. I like Skottie Young's work here. It's an awesome little Knights of X cover. Won't be reading the rest of that book, but again, we're following the trend with the Amazing Spider-Man here. This one is also a very cool cover. I really like this one. But this is the Amazing Spider-Man #1, 2022, that just came out. And we have Mary Jane Watson as Spider-Man. She's got her own webs, and she's in Peter's original reds and blues. Awesome. I saw this, and I didn't even pick up the A cover for the Amazing Spider-Man #1. But this one, just so cool. Really like that one. And last but not least, second to last but not least, because we got a big showing out for our last comic. Skottie Young's Amazing Spider-Man #1 2022. This one reminds me a lot of the Ben Reilly #1 that we saw this year. Skottie's really shown out for Spider-Man this year. This one is super dope. Got this at my LCS, and never looked back. This one is awesome. This is a cool book. I actually read through Amazing Spider-Man when not that much happens in the book, but it's the first edition, the first issue. You can't really judge the rest of the comic because it hasn't even come out yet. But I guess they're setting up some stuff to happen in the last few renditions and volumes of Amazing Spider-Man. This is a straight continuation, not a reboot or anything like that, but it is the #1 for this year. And we are gonna move on to the big showing for the Amazing Spider-Man this year. It's another Skottie Young piece, and another Amazing Spider-Man #1, because Skottie Young actually did 2 prints two different covers for the Amazing Spider-Man number 1. Let me go ahead and grab that guy. And this one you can only purchase through Skottie Young Direct on the Skottie Young website, the Skottie Young personal shop. Not in any comic book store. And I'm glad I checked it out and saw it, because I just was shopping around for Skottie Young comics one day. Went to the Skottie Young site to see what he had to offer there. And I found that he was selling these pre-sale, and this just came today, which is why I decided to make this video and celebrate the 60th anniversary of Spider-Man. As you can see, we have, boom, the Amazing Spider-Man number 1 Skottie Young exclusive variant through Skottie Young's website himself. Signed, guys. Signed by Skottie Young. And it's obviously very authentic because I got it from the Skottie Young website itself. But just in case you had your doubts, we have the Certificate of Authenticity. Marvel Comics Amazing Spider-Man number 1, issue 1. Signed by, you guessed it, Skottie Young. And so we see Skottie Young's signature over here. I've seen it about 1 billion times on the internet. But to see it in person, Skottie Young himself signed this book. I went on his Instagram, saw him signing these books, and I was like, man, I can't wait for my signed copy to come. I haven't even opened this bad boy. I'm probably never going to open it. So there's a Certificate of Authenticity right there, guys. Just take a second to admire this book. So there were two covers there on the website. The Amazing Spider-Man number 1 with the trade dress, you know, with the title, and with the Virgin cover, which was white. And I was deciding, do I want the Virgin cover? Do I want the trade dress one? And I decided overall to go with the trade dress, which was a cheaper option, and I wouldn't have mind spending the extra buck, but the Virgin cover, the white looked so good, so amazing. But I just wanted, because this is an Amazing Spider-Man issue number 1, I just wanted that Amazing Spider-Man up there, with Skottie Young's signature. This is probably my most prized possession, my most prized comic. This is fantastic, guys. I'm in love with this. So happy. Man, that is an awesome book. But I'm sad to say, I missed out on showing you guys one last comic. So, not last but not least, not the grand finale. I've got one more comic to show you guys. Sorry about that. But I think you guys are going to enjoy this one. I just seen it lying over here and I totally forgot to show you. But, sticking with the Amazing Spider-Man number 1. Amazing Spider-Man number 1 Peach Momoko variant. So I was talking about Peach Momoko earlier with that Black Widow cover. And I gotta say, this one is just fantastic. This is just awesome. Spider-Man in Peach Momoko style. You can see Peach Momoko's signature over here. Not that the book is signed, but you know, this is her cover. And this is fantastic. So we're gonna end that off here with the Peach Momoko variant and the Skottie Young variant sign, guys. I'm so freaking happy I got this book here. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get this one graded. I just might. This is fantastic. Man, guys. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a thumbs up. I'm back. You know, turn on notifications. Who knows when the hell I'll post again, when I'll have time to buy comics again, but those are just my updates on all the comics I purchased since my last video. I think there might be a few more hidden away, but these are all the ones I want to show you guys today. So please, smash that like button, leave a comment with which one of these was your favorite book, and of course, I love you all. Peace.